So the next day, she picked me up early in the morning. We're going over to her family's house. We're going over there to meet them. She had a big family. She had a lot of sisters, a lot of brothers. Her mother, her stepfather was there, and I was nervous. I'm like, I'm going to meet her entire family, and they're gonna scrutinize me for marrying their daughter and their sister. But on the way there, I asked her about the maher. We haven't really discussed it too much yet. We discussed it a little bit, and I said, look, I will give you $10,000, for a maher. She turned and she looked at me. She was like, why would you give me $10,000 for a maher? In my mind, I'm thinking because you're amazing, and if I had all the money in the world, I would give that to you. But I didn't say that because I was quickly learning that this wasn't the type of woman that I was used to. She said, don't you have to get us a place first? Don't you have to get us a car? Don't you have to get the place furnished? We have so much to do with your money. Don't waste it by giving me $10,000 mahar. And it felt strange. It felt strange to be wanted by someone just for being you. That's all she wanted, was for me to love her and take care of her and be a good Muslim man to her. All she wanted from me was a promise that I would take her on Hajj one day. And I definitely promised her that, but I still sent her $5,000. She was reluctant to take it, but she took it, alhamdulillah. And I really appreciated her family. Her family, they were not rich, but they laid out a big meal. They laid out a big to-do for me and her. Her mother came up to me and hugged me. They made me feel so welcome, so warm. And then they started making jokes. They were like, we never think she would ever get married. She always talked about how she didn't want to get married. She just wanted to go to school. She wanted to be in her career because all the men she talked to were against her having a career. And they were so shocked when out of the blue she said, I'm getting married. I found me a Muslim man. And they were very, very excited. And I sat there and I listened to stories about this woman. I listened to stories about her growing up, stories about her being a kid. And the more I heard about her life, the more I was falling in love with her. I didn't know then, because we just met, but I didn't know then that I was going down that road. This woman was amazing me at every single turn. But her greatest fear, because she heard a lot of horror stories, a lot of her friends are also Muslim. She's deep in the Muslim community. She heard a lot of horror stories about, her friends getting married and then their husband changing and becoming controlling and doing all this other stuff after they got married. So I thought it'd be funny to play a joke on her. Which in hindsight, this joke wasn't very funny at all.